Hi there. I am Hannah Hembree Bell, founding attorney at Hembree Bell Law. And I'm going to start by shooting straight with you. And if you talk to me already or seen any videos or anything I've done online, you know that's my deal. Getting divorced is not going to be your favorite thing to do. It's probably going to be about the least favorite thing that you do in your life. I'm just going to level with you. Some people like Gwyneth Paltrow or whatever, they consciously uncouple. And oh, that is so cute for you. And I hope that works out for you. I have a job because most people don't consciously uncouple. They throw down to get out. And we help you throw down the minimal that is required to get it done. Around here, we say we fight hard, but smart. We don't go, fighting costs extra in terms of time, money, energy, everything. So we keep the main thing the main thing. And fear is going to be a part of this process. It is scary. And I'm speaking to you as someone who knows. I'm divorced. I went through one custody modification. And as of the recording of this video, I'm in the middle of a second. It is not for the faint of heart. You're not faint of heart, though. You're watching this video. You got to this point because something in you said, I'm done being treated like this. I'm done living a life that's less than I deserve. I'm done putting up with this BS. I'm done walking on eggshells. I'm done being mistreated, abused, controlled, whatever the thing is in front of my kids. I'm done. So internally, something's happened in you if you're here because you're done. Now, it takes a lot to get from done in terms of I'm done with this marriage to done in terms of you're divorced. There's a big space there. And you may be asking me, Hannah, okay, how do I know when it's time? And the way I've conceptualized how you'll know if it's time for you to get from done to done, done to done, like Star Wars theme track, that, kind of appropriate. But to get from A to Z to finished is when the cost of staying exceeds the cost of leaving, it's time. That's your math equation. Is it bad enough at home to go through what you're going to have to go through to get divorced? Because if it's not, you'll quit. If it's not, you'll non-suit, you'll pull down your petition, you'll let him or her talk you out of it. So I suggest you pull the trigger, you get started when the cost of staying exceeds the cost of leaving. Because then and only then will you do what is required, will you do what it takes to get out. I think one way to say that in a different way is my give a dang's busted. Is your give a dang real busted for real? Because in divorce, you're going to have to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Okay, I'm clearly from East Texas, like my most country sayings are coming out in this. But you're going to have to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Dig deep to finish this. Now, good news. That's kind of the hard part. You're not alone in this. Our firm will be there for you. We will come alongside you and support you in this. We will handle the legal part. We'll handle the what do I do? The other part of it is, how am I going to make it through this? Why am I doing this? What's my purpose? That part we can help provide some support, sure. That support you're going to get, number one, from within. Number two, from friends. Number three, from family. Number four, sometimes from complete strangers. There are lots of online support groups and things like that are out there of people who've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Everybody at our firm, in one way or the other, has got the family law t-shirt. None of us wanted it, but we have it. And we understand what it's like. Complete strangers can do that for you sometimes. But when you're getting divorced, it's going to be hard. And if you know that going in, if you're aware of that fact, it doesn't have power over you. I see you, I see you difficulty. I see you coming. You're not going to take me down. I am focused on my end goal here. And I can tell you, as someone who is divorced, in a situation where I really needed to be divorced, it is the best decision I ever made for me and my family. And I'd be lying to you if I told you my kids didn't suffer. I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you that some nights I didn't sleep all night. I'd be lying to you if I told you I didn't know sometimes how I was going to make my rent payment. But I did it. And you know what I got out of that? At this point, many years down the road, I have kids who are healing and healthy. They have a mom who's fulfilled and happy. They have a knowledge, and this is nuanced, but it's important. They have something core inside of them that they've seen someone say, you know what? Not on my watch. I have one wild and precious life, as Mary Oliver tells us. I'm not going to live it in this circumstance because I'm worth it. I deserve to live a happy and fulfilled life. My kids now know they can make that choice because I made that choice. You're going to make that choice. And it's hard. You got to be thinking long term. Because in short term, it may be easier to stay where you are unless, your math equation, like we talked about at the beginning, is different. You got to be thinking long term. What am I trying to get to? Keep that why at the center of your focus every single day. Lean on your legal team, lean on your friends and family, and just keep going. It's worth it. Freedom and relief is on the other side of this, and it does get better. It takes 9 months to a year for you to really take your first deep breath after your deal's done. But then the air is so much sweeter. You have so much more peace. And you know what you have? You have so much more self-respect. Because when you get through this, you're going to have a confidence and a strength that is earned. Because like I tell people all the time, you don't get a confidence deposit. That you don't get to go to the bank and people tell you you're strong, you're confident, you got this, and you have it. You know how you get confident and strong? You know how you're that kind of person who's brave and courageous? It's by going through the ish and coming out still standing on the other side. That's what this is going to do for you. And you may not know that on the front end. And look, if you're watching this video, you're like, Hannah, I cannot think about long-term and whatever. I just got to get out. Cool. We'll meet you there. We'll just help remind you along the way of where you're headed. So when it gets tough, you'll keep going. You can do this. You've got this. We've been there. We'll see it through with you and be every step of the way right there at your side.